For example, take the banana. Far older than history itself is the banana's use as a food for man. Let us visit the Caribbean countries, where the greatest banana farms of the world are located. Steaming through the blue tropical waters, on which once roamed Spanish galleons and buccaneers, we arrive at the picturesque countries of Mexico, Guatemala, British Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Cuba, Jamaica. Today, banana growing is a scientific industry, beginning with tests of the soil to determine its fitness for growing crops to meet an ever-increasing demand. Once soil is okayed by chemists, native workmen, wise in jungle ways, slash and hack away the dense tropical undergrowth with machetes, which have razor-sharp blades several feet long. In the banana country, they have both dry and rainy seasons, so that two networks of ditches and canals are needed. One to carry off some of the 80 to 200 inches of rain that falls during the wet season. And the other to bring water from nearby rivers for thirsty bananas in the dry season. Banana plants bear the best fruit when planted about 14 feet apart. This job of staking out is put in the hands of expert native workmen. New planting is done with the roots from healthy banana plants called rhizomes. To pass inspection, each rhizome must have 2 or more eyes, from which sprouts will develop. Once the rhizomes are in the ground, and before the banana plants have come through, the big jungle trees are cut down. They are left where they fall to rot away and enrich the soil. In about 3 months, the banana plants are as tall as a man. In 6 months, they are twice as tall. Those on the right have been stunted by weed growth. For this reason, producing areas must frequently undergo expensive cleaning operations. The so-called trunk is made up of overlapping layers of leaves, while inside, the tiny bunch bearing asparagus-like bananas begins to take shape. 9 months after planting, it pushes its way to the top. The first sign of fruit is a purple bud, looking much like a big ear of corn. At first, the fingers point downward, but later, they point outward and upward toward the sun. 13 to 15 months after planting, the bunches are ready for cutting. Growing bananas is only a part of the colorful story. Harvesting also is a science. First, cutting orders are radioed to Tropical Division headquarters. From there, they are telephoned to the various farms. The mules' backs are padded to enable them to carry the fruit off the plantation without injury. The crews move into action. As many as 50,000 bunches are cut from dawn to dark. But wait a minute. Let's meet the cutter, armed with a long cutting pole with a sharp steel blade across the end. The backer, with husky shoulders and a pair of muscular legs. And the mule boy. He knows his mule and how to load him. So now, let's go. With experienced eye, the cutter selects the bunches ready for cutting. The trunk is notched at the proper height from the ground in order that the weight of the bananas may draw the upper part of the plant down. Then the backer takes the bunch on his shoulder. Now a quick slash with a machete. Even for use in the tropics, bananas are always cut green and allowed to ripen off the plant, since a plant-ripened banana is mealy and has little flavor. Only one bunch grows to a plant. After the bunch is cut, the plant is not able to produce again, so the trunk is chopped down to rot away and fertilize the soil for other shoots growing from the same rootstock. The stems are rested on the butts near the mule trail. Each mule, carrying 4 banana stems, picks his way carefully from long habit to the tram car. The tram cars carry the fruit to the railroad. In every stage of the trip to the consumer, bananas must be handled with kid gloves, as it were, to avoid bruising. Cars that take the crop to the coast are padded inside. Some of these banana trains are made up of more than 50 cars. What visions of tropical romance those words suggest. The arrival of great banana ships stirs these ports into life and activity. Every bunch of bananas is inspected on the dock. Bunches showing signs of yellow color or not of proper grade are thrown out. Those up to standard are carried into the hold of the ship by means of padded rubber conveyors. Shoving off, 45,000 or more banana bunches en route over blue ocean trails to the United States. No, he isn't checking up on the weather, but on the temperature in the ship's air-cooled compartment. After several days at sea, the bananas reach American ports. Here, they are raised from the steamer's hold by machinery. While a canvas shield is adjusted to protect the fruit from sudden changes in temperature. bunches are classified according to quality, condition, and size. Then they are stowed in an upright position in insulated fruit cars, resting on the bus and held in place with special braces so there will be no injury due to shifting in transit. Now they leave the seaboard and move inland to all parts of the United States. In winter, heaters are placed in the cars to keep them at the right temperature. In summer, cars are cooled with ice to keep the fruit from ripening too fast. Along the line, inspectors look them over to make certain that the fruit will be in the best possible condition when it reaches the jobber. When bananas arrive at the jobber's warehouse, they are unloaded at once and carried on warehouse trucks or conveyors to air-conditioned ripening rooms, where they are hung on hooks. Once the room is filled with fruit, ripening treatment begins with the setting of a thermostat which controls heat and refrigeration. Nozzles spraying water are turned on to get high humidity and to prevent excessive shrinkage. Sprays are used during most of the ripening period. After several days in the air-conditioned ripening room, the fruit begins to take on a rich yellow color. Then the ripe bunches are taken on specially built racks to packing tables, where other operators, with speed and skill, cut the clusters of bananas, or hands, as they are known to the trade, from the stalks, placing them on a padded sorting table. Selectors next grade the fruit, putting aside any not up to standard. At this point in some plants, the fruit is trademarked. When this is done with gummed paper labels, they are spread out on a damp felt pad. Soon the gum is sticky, permitting the label men to put them on quickly and easily. Some jobbers prefer to use decal or transfer labels that come on strips of paper, which are first dipped in water. Then laid out on a felt pad. Once moistened, decal labels slide off easily onto the banana hand. Next, the weighing operation. The weigher adjusts the weight so that each box will contain the standard predetermined weight of saleable bananas. Next, the weighed fruit is pushed along the table to the packers, who place the hands in boxes, making sure that each is protected against bruising. If the weather is cold, a large pad is folded over the fruit. Arriving at the retail store, the fruit is placed on display. Banana hands, with their rich yellow color, lend themselves to many attractive display arrangements, both on display racks and in windows. This is the story of the banana from the time of planting in fertile soil of the far-off tropics until the ripe mellow fruit reaches the consumer. It's the romantic story of hands of bananas across the sea to you.